Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This will be turn 2 of my reattempt of Mission 2, Normandy, 1944, Fields of Fire. Whew, campaign, yeah. So turn 1, we had a German unit holding out here, who we now brought some off-board artillery upon. I need to put a artillery concentration marker on there, so I think that will be that one there. So it makes it easier for the HQ, because I haven't got my artillery officers. They were hors de combat in the last, or the first attempt at this mission. We have a heavy machine gun in a pillbox over here, bringing fire onto this card. We have a German infiltrator here, who's taken one actual step loss as paralysed, and he's... Did I actually flip him to his... No, I didn't. Hold on there. He should be on his 2 side. Just double check that. Yeah, he is on his 2 side. So that's correct. They're all pinned. Get the pin marker on. Am I get the pin marker on top? No, doesn't want to. Okay. Well, we don't... Tell you what. Let's move that. Sort that out. Put the pin marker there. Okay, they're not in cover because they infiltrate or tried to infiltrate onto the card and failed. There's another German heavy machine gun here pouring fire onto these guys. I got a little bit fortunate on my results, but also the German got fortunate from that heavy barrage and only suffered a pinned. So yeah, that's the state we're at the present moment. I'm not sure how many turns we're going to get done. I'm trying to keep the videos as short as possible, but obviously I've got to do everything that needs to be done. I don't want to do only half a turn. So, okay. So beginning of turn 2, the first thing we do is see if the HQ have got any, battalion HQ got anything to say, and they do not. Okay, I'm looking for, or not looking for, the radio in there. So we go to the friendly command phase where battalion HQ impulse, they go to the company commander. Right, mate, you're activated. You're up. Where is he? That's a good point. Where is he? Hello. Right, he had one left. There we go. Clip in there. Right. So now we determine how many cards he gets. Now he is in cover and he is veteran. So that's +2. +2 is 4. Not great. Could have done, he's got 1 remains, so he's got 5. Okay, so what are we wanting to do now? I'm going to activate first platoon because they're the ones that I want to secure those cards with. We also want to bring on some artillery himself, so we'll activate the first sergeant and we'll activate the XO, so that's 3. We've got 2 left. So with one of those, I'm going to try and bring some artillery in. Continue the fire mission there. So he normally gets 2 card draws, but because it's a concentration marker, he gets 3. 1, I'm looking for the explosion civil. 2, come on. No. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Didn't get any RT this time. Okay, he's got 1 order left. I think, again, I'm going to bank that. Always nice to have something in reserve. Right, platoon HQ and CO staff. So we're going to start with first platoon. Okay, first platoon's up here towards the enemy. He is in cover and he is veteran. He hasn't got a volume of fire on him, so he's got +2 to whatever I draw here. 3 + 2 is 5, and he had 3 in the bank, so he's actually got 8. So he can only spend a maximum of 6. So what do we want to do? Okay. To engage this guy, we would have to be in this card here, which we can't be. We can't go beyond. Oh, sorry. Start again. Can't go. Yeah, to engage this guy, we'd have to be in this card. Because here it's Oh no, we could. What am I talking about? Close, long, very long. Right, yes. So we'd need something that can hit at very long range, which is something like artillery or something like that. Unfortunately, the only person who can bring in artillery is down here. The 50 cal could engage him. He was also down here. So I think it's a case of we can't really engage him. So if we can find some cover and just dig in here, because at the present moment it's cleared and secure because there's no enemy on it and we're on it. So that is fine as long as we keep someone on it. So yeah. Where's the platoon? There he is. See, the LMG only gets as far as there. Long, close, as far as there, sorry. That's what we're looking at. That's, yeah, so if we get a LMG in there, he can only fire up to the orchards there. So, yeah. The mortar here, unfortunately, actually he's only got long range, so he's here. So that's not great either. Okay. So we definitely want to secure this. So we don't need the fire coming in here. So I'm going to move. No, I'm not going to move a whole squad on there. No. I'm going to detach, pull a lat team. That's an assault team. That takes me down to 5 orders remaining. Now, what squad was that from? That was from 2-1, so second squad. First platoon. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. He hasn't got any smoke or anything like that. So they will try and infiltrate onto this card because there is a volume of fire on it. So they're a line unit, so they draw 2 cards, looking for they get it. Okay, so, oops. So he's managed to infiltrate onto that card. Right. So he's got 5 left. I think not sure how many orders the sergeant's going to get, are we? So quite happy with that. He will move into this foxhole. So and that will mark him as exposed. Right, remember everything's in the foxhole, so I might as well stick him here, exposed. That's 2 orders, so he's got 4 remaining. He then orders this guy, this veteran unit, to fire a rocket at this enemy unit here. So let's take that down. State goes to 2. We're looking for the grenade symbol, and normally we'll be drawing 2, but he's a veteran, so we'll be drawing 3 cards for him. What gets 1 of them, gets 2, and that's a critical. Okay, so he's not in cover, so I think a critical we place. No, don't think, check. Always good. So if you've been in cover, he would have not counted it, but because he's in the open, well, he's not in the open, he's on the card, but because he's not actually under a cover marker, 2 grenade counters go on him, so that is useful. And it's not a grenade miss, it's a grenade, so we just flip that, and I'm going to clone it. I'm going to clone it. Okay, I think it is clone. Right. So that's good. That is good. So that takes him down to 3 orders remaining for this turn. Is there anything else he wants to do? No. I think we're happy with that. Okay, so come down and reduce 3. He had 8, so he banks 5. Right. The other right, so we'll try the EXO. Okay, now he's green, so he's -1. Is he undercover? Where is the EXO? He's on here, he's not undercover. Okay, so draw a card. He gets 2. He's green, so he gets 1. And you know what? I think I'm just going to bank that because it's rubbish. So he'll just save that. First Sergeant, he's line, and I think he is undercover. He's over here. Okay. He's a line unit. I need a good number for him now. Technically, I'm not sure if 2 is a good number, but anyway, he gets +1, so that's 3. He had 1 save, so that's 4. Not great, but because I want him to move on to here, into the farm. So we're going to try and infiltrate. He's a line unit, so he's drawing 2 cards. 1. Ooh, no. Darn it. So he is now exposed on that card. Yeah, that's not too good. Right. Okay, so that's 1. So he's got 3 orders left. So he now asks the assault unit here that's not pinned to try and find some cover. So he's drawing 3 cards. We need to find the farmhouse, boys. 1, 2, and no. All right, he's got 2 orders left. Okay, he'll now look for the farmhouse himself. I could exhort them. No, he'll look for the farmhouse himself, drawing 2 cards. 1, found it, so cover. Right, so now we've got to determine how strong that farmhouse is. There's a special table inside the actual mission to cover. Right, so it's a farm, it's a 1 to 8, low is good. 8, he finds 7. He found basic cover, which is basically saying that the farmhouse is ruined. So, not great, but better than a kick in the teeth from a blind man. There, cover. And he's in there. With 1 order, that means he cannot, because now he's in there. That's why I wanted the squad to find it first. But that didn't happen. So I'm going to, there we go. Put that on top of him to differentiate between the ones that are covering everybody on the cards. Okay. So he's got 1 order left. He could come out, but he won't. Well, actually, what's he got with him? He doesn't actually have smoke. No. Okay, so he's got 1 order. If he had smoke, I might have fired that, but he hasn't. So I will save his one later. Okay, so we now go to the COH, well, the initiative impulse. We have got 2nd and then 3rd platoon. So 2nd platoon, draw the card, looking at the little number, it's 2. He's not undercover as far as I remember. He's over here. Oh yes, he must have moved. Yes, right, I found it last time. So +1 for being undercover, -1 for being green, so he gets 2. Right. Is there anything we really... So he's got 1 left over. No, none left over. So he's on 2. Is there anything we need 2nd platoon to do at this stage? I think we're in best we can get there. But we could move the LMG forward into the cover and start putting automatic fire on the German there. Yeah, the big one over here was unspotted. He is spotted. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Okay, forward, boys. They move into the cover there, which means they then open up. That gets flipped. And now we have automatic weapons fire over here. Place VOF. We didn't consume that guy's ammo last time, did we? There we go. One down. Right. Excellent. So he's done one order. I think that is enough from second platoon. At the moment. Charge. No, he's got one remaining. So that just leaves third platoon. Who's green? He draws 3. Not too shabby. Where is he? You see, he's not on the cover, so his green is -1. So that's 2. He's got 1 left over. So he's on 3. Now, is there anything we really need to do with him at the present moment? No, he's still got the 50 cal firing up here. We still technically have a crossfire. The artillery's going away. Let's try for another grenade from here then. All right, I'll say, yeah. All right. So he'll fire. So that will take his ammo down from 3 to 2. And we're looking for the grenade symbol. He's a line unit, is it? Yeah, he's a line unit. So drawing 2 cards, looking for the grenade. No. And no. I tell you what, this guy, this German, is Mr. Lucky. Okay, so that's 1 from third platoon. I think that will do. It goes down to 2 and then save. All right, so that's space. There we go. That's all of them done. So we then go to general initiative. 4. I don't think I've ever had so many. 4. Blimey. All right, well, the first one is the CO will try again for artillery. It's a different impulse, so he can try again. So he's drawing 3 cards, looking for the explosion. 1. Yes. I was a little bit worried that it might get a short, because I can't remember seeing the short. But yes, so that does come down again, which is useful. So I'll tell you what, we'll clone that. Boom. That goes there. Stop that. Flip that. Boom. Right. So I've got more incoming coming in there. Excellent. So 3 orders remaining. Right. So that's now firing on there with automatic fire. Oh, here we've got 2 grenades going off. Okay. I'll tell you what we could do. Because the grenades aren't affected by smoke. So we're going to pop smoke there. To give ourselves a little bit of cover. I know. Sneaky. Leaves me with 2 orders remaining. The grenades are already landed. Okay. 2 orders remaining. So this guy will move to cover. Can you infiltrate within a card? Let's have a look. Menus, action menus, movement. Attempt to infiltrate adjacent cards. Move within a card. Attempt to infiltrate within a card. You can. Requires a VOF marker on the card. Draw action cards and seek for the infiltrate icon. So he will try to infiltrate into the cover the sergeant found for them. So again, drawing 2 cards. He's a line unit. No. No. Okay, so he didn't find it. So he's marked as exposed there. Okay, 2 orders. No, 1 order remaining. anything else we need to do? Notice the word need to do. Okay. I'm going to move a mortar team up to the cover here, where the second platoon is. I'm not needing it here now. I did have a good line of sight there, but we'll move the mortar team up there. With these 4 rounds of ammunition. And that will be my general initiative done. Over to the Germans. So let's see if their HQ have got anything to say. They haven't, there's no HQ symbol. And then we've got the German activations. So let's put activity checks on. Boom, boom, boom. And the activity check there. On here. On here. And then on Mr. Lucky. Right, so it looks like there's 4. 1, 2, well, it'll be 1, 2, 3, goes top to bottom, 4. Can't see any other Germans. So we'll work out which one we determine first. Of the 4, it's number 1, Mr. Heavy Machine Gun, way up the top there. Right, okay. I should imagine he will try to concentrate fire. Not out of ammo. He's not under fire, but has a valid target. He will try to concentrate fire. Okay, so he's a line unit, so we're looking for the crosshair symbols. See if he gets it. No, and no. Okay, so that's him done. If he had concentrated fire, then it would work out if it was the cover or the guy in the open. But he didn't, so no problems there. Just flip that. Right. So then we've got 1, 2, and Mr. Lucky. 3. Right, we're doing Mr. Lucky. Okay. So he's pinned on a card with fire coming in on it. So we're looking at this table here. Enemy lat pinned activity check. Pinned, he's not on the same card as me, he's not under, he's pinned undercover. So 1, 2, no action. 3, rally. 4, fall back. So 1 to 4. He's going to attempt to fall back. Now we had this last time, didn't we? So where's he going to fall back to? So he'll attempt to fall back here. Either 1, 2, these 3. The one that's got the best cover. He won't go back to the fields. It's the woods. It's the woods. Okay. He can't infiltrate. We are in the foxhole. I did declare that. So let me just... Yeah, well, let's lower that down a bit now. So yeah, he falls back out of the farm, which you sort of can see makes sort of sense, doesn't it? Now, he is pinned. I hear you say. Pinned units, it does say he's falling back, but pinned can't fall back onto... It says a card with the highest cover value. But pinned units have restrictions somewhere. That's pinned. Movement. Attempt to seek cover. Move within card. Move to an adjacent card, but only if that card is a staging area or is friendly occupied. This is number 4. Enemy lats ignore the requirements of a friendly occupied card, since the whereabouts of hidden enemy units is not tracked. Okay. Now it supersedes other lat restrictions. Okay. So therefore, it doesn't have to be a friendly card, so he can go to there. As there's no volume of fire at the present, he can't try to infiltrate. So, if that's incorrect, let me know. He can't take all that ammo with him though. He only takes 6 of it. He's down to 6 ammo. He can't open fire because he's a heavy weapons team. He's got a tripod basically. And he's now marked exposed. So he's exposed and pinned. He's not in a good place. So what does that do? That changes a few things, doesn't it? So let's change what it changes. Okay. Well, I have to give an order to cease fire here. So these don't cease fire. As far as they're concerned, Herman is still on that card. Same as him, same as him, and same as him. So they're not the smartest cookies in the cookie jar, are they? But this guy sees him come in. That disappeared. Well, it doesn't disappear effectively. They're firing now within the card, so I don't need to put that on there. And now there's a volume of fire from there, which is squad and LMG, so it'll be just the small arms, which will be automatic, just the LMG. So he's taking automatic fire there. Okay. That's that one dealt with. Right, so we've got 1 and 2. Oh, sorry, 1 and 2. Or was top to bottom, left to right. Okay. Draw card. It's number 2, so it's the pinned unit on here. Well, they're both pinned, aren't they? So it's the paralysed team first. You always do lats first. So what's the paralysed guy going to do? There's certain restrictions on paralysed units. Okay, so he's pinned and he's not under cover. So according to this, pinned on the lats table supersedes other lat restrictions below. So he's pinned, not under cover. So 1, 2, he'll look no action. Move into or seek cover. All right. So let's have a look. 1 to 5 we're looking at. Number 4 he's doing. Pinned, not under cover. 4, he'll try and rally. So 1, drawing, he's only green, so he only gets 1 card. He fails to rally, so he stays as is. Then the squad, that's in there, sorry, up here. Okay, so he's pinned and not under cover, so drawing the same thing. 1 to 5, he does 3, pinned, no, move into or seek cover. So he's got to seek cover. Okay, drawing 4 cards. Now he is lined, so that doesn't change. I don't think pinned changes that. Have a look at the action chart. Attempt to seek cover, plus or minus any HQ staff, any good order unit or pinned unit. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any cut down on that. So it's 4 cards he's looking for. I mean, it is a bocage and hedgerows. So looking for the word cover. Keep going. Yeah, he's found it. I don't need to do any more now. Normally I would, but the reshuffle had already come up. So he's found cover. So let's give him a basic cover marker. There we go. So the paralysed guy hasn't. He has. So let's put that. So where did the grenade? No. He's now marked as exposed. Is he still hit by the grenades? I assume so. I'll have to check on that. I'm not sure. Okay, I've done a bit of reading. So, first off, I couldn't have done that shot anyway because I had a PDF coming this way. So, that actually, technically, didn't occur. But, in that case, I'm going to try it now. I can't backtrack. No, that didn't occur because I wasn't allowed to do that shot because you can't fire outside the PDF. I just had to check it. Range grenade attacks must follow a card's PDF if one exists and cannot be made at all while a unit is engaged in point-blank combat. It wasn't in point-blank combat, but there was a PDF. So though it was great to get it, it didn't actually occur. All right. The next thing is, if it had occurred, because he's moved into cover, as he's moved within the cover, he's moved away from that grenade attack. So the only person that would have been suffering it is this paralyzed dude here, because he's still in the open. But it didn't happen. If you were screaming and they're saying, no, you can't do that, well, I picked it up in the end, and nothing worse has happened. So that's yeah, he failed to try to seek infiltrate the seek cover there. Right. Okay. Did I? That was the last thing we attempted. Did we try attempt to seek cover? I suppose he could try to infiltrate. I know I marked him as exposed there. Didn't try it though, did I? So, no. No. And then reshuffle. Right, just to make sure that you get the same options I do. He's exposed and still pinned as well. So let's mark him as pinned. Right. Got there in the end, I think. Okay, so that's that one. So it just leaves this dude. Right, so he's a heavy machine gun. He's in good order. And he's not out of ammunition. He is under fire. Under fire. And he is under cover. He's not in a different direction. So he will attempt to concentrate fire on that cover, because both my units are in the cover. Attempt to concentrate fire, so we're looking for the roundel. No. He's aligning it, draws 2 cards, he gets it. That's a bit unfortunate. Concentrate fire, we've got to take a counter for it. There we go. So that's a concentrated fire on that target there. Okay, so that's all of them done. Let's remove those. Clear enemy activity. Okay. Next up, capture segment. No one to capture at the present moment. Retreat segment. Don't think. Unpinned units. So no retreating. No vehicles. Fire mission update. Okay. They're gone. That's gone. That gets flipped over. And we consume another fire mission. Oops. Which is on here. It goes from 3. Technically to 2. Oh, come on. Have I got, there we go, gone to 2. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Lucky. I have to avoid that. So, potential context, I haven't gone on to that last remaining A, so there is none. Pinned recovery, any pinned units where there's no volume of fire? I don't think so. No. Are we still engaged? Heavily engaged, just because we've got one guy here, the enemy on him here. That's right, I applied the smoke there, didn't I? Okay, NCM starting from the top. Nothing here. Right, that's the first one. So, we've got, why is it small? Oh, it was originally small arms. That's now gone up to machine gun fire from my machine gun here. So it's -1 for the machine gun, +3, 2 for the woods, +1 for Vauxhall. So net +2. Net +2 on the German. Draw a card. +2. He's pinned. Okay. So we'll change that in a minute. Change that at the end. So he's pinned. I will consume my ammo though. State. Put it down to 3. Right. So that's him done. Moving on to here now. Right. So this is from the heavy here. He didn't concentrate fire, so he might as well consume his ammo. State goes from 7 to 6. And right. Okay. It's a -1. Fire. This guy wasn't inside the ruined farmhouse. These two are. So we'll start with here. So it's 2 plus 1 is 3. -2 for the exposed is, and -1 for the volume of fire. So it's a 0, 2, 3, 0 on my sergeant. That's not great, is it? 0 on the sergeant. He's hit. He's a line unit. He becomes an A. He becomes an A, an assault team. I think he just gets flipped over to his line team side, if I remember correctly, and he's pinned. Okay, so this assault team is under the same modifiers. 2, 3, and exposed 0. 0 on the fire team, draw a card, is a miss. Useful. The other guy is pinned, so it's 2. He's not under the cover. 3 for pinned, -1 for the volume of fire, so it's +2. Is a miss, so therefore the pin is removed. I'll delete that. Boom. Okay, so that's that card dealt with. Moving on to this one. Okay. Now this guy was pinned, so he should be marked as all pinned. Volume of fire coming at my guy. So we'll resolve the fire on the Germans first. Right, what's this? This is a wood. A hedgerow. So we're using the +1 because we're firing within the card. So it's +1 for the hedgerow, +1 for the cover, +1 for the pin. So it's +3, -2 for the exposed, -1 for the automatic fire. So it's 0 modifier on that German squad. 0 modifier. Or in the card. 0 is ooh. That's a miss. So he's no longer pinned. What am I doing? Wrong guy. He's no longer pinned. Right. Oh, there's smoke on the card as well. The smoke will affect them. I said, do you remember me saying it won't have any effect on the grenades? So I'm actually giving him +2. So it was a miss anyway. So a miss is a miss. Okay, on this paralysed team is +1 for the cover, for the inherent cover, +2 for the smoke is +3, pinned is +4, -1 for the volume of fire is +3 for the paralysed. +3. That's a miss, so he's no longer pinned. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So he's no longer pinned. Okay, the smoke has helped them. I fired the smoke because of the grenade, but there we go. Right, on my team, it's all pinned fire at that time. So +2, +1 for the actual card is +3, +1 for the cover is +4. +4. That's a miss. I wasn't pinned anyway, so that's everything resolved on that card. All right, moving over to here now. From this guy, we've already consumed his ammunition. No, we haven't. We consumed my ammunition, so we'll now consume his ammunition. Go from he's concentrating fire, he uses 2 lots of ammunition up. Okay, so +2 for the woods, +1 for cover, +3. -1 for the volume of fire, -1 for the concentration of fire. So it's +1 on both of these guys. So the assault team first, +1. Darn it, he's hit. The effect on the hit, he's a line unit. He is F, so he becomes a fire team. Is that F or a P? It's an F. So he downgrades to a fire team and becomes pinned. State, fire team, and becomes green. Where is it? Sorry, becomes pinned. And then the effect on the machine gun, so it's +2, +3, -2, net +1. Net +1, drawing a card. He's hit as well, is it? You are having a laugh. Okay, +1. Oh, he's either a line or a veteran, I can't remember. His line unit. He is hors de combat. So he's gone. So, full casualty. First casualty of this particular endeavour. Might as well delete the ammo and put that on there. That's not good, is it? Darn it. Right. Okay. Then over to, there's no shooting on this card, over to here, where the German retreated. He's not firing, and we're firing with, I should have marked that, the LMG, so that's a -1. What I did, place VOF, and it's not small arms. I'm sure I placed this. I must have moved it somewhere else. Okay. So the effect on this guy is on +2 for, it is a woods, isn't it? Yes. +2 for the woods. -1, oh, and pinned, +3. -1 for the automatic, and -2 for the exposed as a 0. Yes, 0. Now this guy has been very fortunate. And he continues. It's amazing how these games have a narrative. You know, that guy has dodged grenades, he's moved back, he keeps going, and it's another miss. Darn it. And miss means he's no longer pinned. Good point. Right. So I've consumed ammo there. Wow. Okay, I think that's the last one, isn't it? Let's delete those. The artillery lands here but doesn't do anything. So, yeah. Clean up. Which would move us on to turn 3. Well, that took the same amount of time as the previous turn. So, just as I right, we have now cleared this card. We haven't secured it. We'd have to move onto there to secure it. But we don't need to secure it. We just need to clear it. This card is no longer secure, so because there's now an enemy on it, so it's not even clear. So I'll tell you what, we'll move this down to here, and then F that to make it clear. There's enemy on there. No enemy on here, but there's still enemy here who are now getting back up. So changing volumes of fire. No longer pinned, so this now becomes back to automatic. Ours stays automatic. This is still automatic fire on here. Okay. Right. So we lose the PDF, so that's F that. Doesn't know with this. Right. Lose the PDF because our machine gun's gone. And now, so that's no longer there, but that's still in effect because these are machine guns, so that deletes that. Okay. On this card, we've both got, so we've got another volume of fire marker here, which would be the German volume of fire, because he's now going to open up because he's no longer exposed and it's automatic. Dum dum dum. Okay. I think that's it. All right. Well, if you could like the video, that'd be appreciated. It all helps the channel. If you really enjoy what I do, please subscribe. And yeah, any comments, much appreciated. I did make a little bit of some mistakes there, especially those 2 grenades. So I've learned something there that rocket launchers can't. So what I could have done, I couldn't do it really, ceasefire, because the enemy was still. Yeah, I was thinking, could I have ceasefire and then fired it? But no, I couldn't, because the enemy was still there. So the PDF would have been reinstated almost immediately. So no. But lesson learned. That's the whole point of these games, isn't it? Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you're doing fantastically well, as I said at the beginning of the video. But if you haven't got this game, do get it. I can't recommend it enough. It's brilliant. Play games. Have fun. Bye, Internet.